Meghan Markle is now being considered guilty by association over the Endgame book, and with that, WME is going to ditch her. Let's check this out. Hello ladies and gents, welcome back your lovely faces. If you are new, like and subscribe, do all that lovely stuff. Yes, so today obviously we're going to be looking at something which has been put into the Mail Online and is actually regarding Meghan Markle, the Endgame book by this Omid dude, who in the Dutch version has put down the names of King Charles and Princess of Wales, Kate Middleton, as being racist. And they are the racist royal members. But with all of that, WME, Meghan Markle's talent agency, they're saying that she's too hard to handle and she could be let go. So Markle could be dropped by her Hollywood agency over the book because she is now too hot to handle and is guilty by association, PR experts say. Meghan Markle's Hollywood relaunch is not going to plan and may already have been scuppered because the royal race row, sparked by Scobie's new book, could make her too hot to handle, PR experts have told the Mail Online. The Duchess of Sussex recently signed with William Morris Endeavour, WME, mega agency, whose clients include Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, Serena Williams, among many others. Brand and culture expert Nick Eady told Mail Online that Endgame could be as dangerous for her career as Spare, her husband's memoir, was for Harry, claiming her representatives in LA will be worried she has tarnished her reputation and could potentially damage the reputation of her agency. That's not good. If an agency has come out and said this, she's going to be gone. Mr. Eady believes Meghan could soon become too hot to handle after two members of Harry's family were named as being at the centre of the race row allegations in a Dutch version of the book. He also claimed that the silence from the Sussexes since the book came out makes Meghan look guilty by association. Despite feminine claims by Mr. Scobie, who is an ally of the actress and also her mouthpiece, and her friends that she had nothing to do with the book. And just because she had nothing to do with the book, I could write a book about, things that my friends have gone through, and I could just put things in it and say, well, they had nothing to do with the book. Well, how do you know? I just know. Because we've talked about it in the past. Doesn't mean that they didn't say, oh, you can't write this book. Mr. Eady also said that the book written by this dude is potentially a career incendiary device for Meghan, just as Harry's own goal of a book has proved for him. The new book by this dude unfortunately has fueled a fire which many had thought would die down. No, this was never going to die down because it's 2021, it's the end of 2023, and her interview with Oprah 2 years ago is when all this started. People will keep talking about this until she either says, yes, it's them, or no, it's not. And then, again, people are just going to keep poking, well, who is it? Who is it? Who is it? The issue for a huge Hollywood agent is that they will find it hard to navigate the career of Meghan, fearing that more will come out over time and that, with court cases looming from her sister and potentially her father, she has tarnished her reputation and could potentially damage the reputation of her agency. He added, Meghan in the right hands is a superpower. The world's most famous woman. She's not the world's most famous woman. And on paper, she can make millions for herself and for whoever represents her. But she's proving to be too hard to handle, and even though she hasn't said anything about the book, she's guilty by association, and this is damaging for her and others as she plots her next career move. PR guru Mark Bukowski told Mail Online that Meghan's post-Spare relaunch is clearly not going to plan. Well, no, it's not, obviously. Mail Online, they approached WME for comment. Now, the New York Post has reported claims that WME has been left horrified about the potential damage this book may have done to the Sussexes rebrand. An insider also told the Daily Mirror that WME are exasperated by the never-ending royal scandal around the Sussexes. Royal expert Angela Levin told GB News, WME said they were horrified. That can't just be about the two names that were mentioned, it must be about their client, Meghan. Yeah, because if these two names are mentioned, for that, it doesn't matter to the agency because these people are not with them. But then, if you've got Meghan, who is a client, they're going to be like, right, she said this, she's not doing anything, what do we do? Because again, with her being a high-class woman, you know, everyone knows her and everything else, it's going to happen. It seems to me that they will think very carefully what they do next. I have never heard about such a well-known agency be clear about how they feel. Scobie has come under fire after a Dutch translation of the book appeared to accuse King Charles and the Princess of Wales of racism, after Meghan Markle claimed that concerns had been raised about the skin colour of her son Archie in her bombshell Oprah interview in 2021. Mail Online last week revealed how a Dutch translator insisted that she had been sent a manuscript which named the two senior royals. The Times later reported that the British publisher of the book had sent a draft copy to the Dutch translator which contained the names. So there we go. So to be honest with you with this, if she comes out and says, no, it's not them, then this Scobie dude is in serious trouble. He's going to lose everything. He's going to be bankrupt. He's going to be living on the streets. That's how bad this is going to be for him. If she comes out and says, yes, that is true, it's also going to be bad for him because they're going to sue him into oblivion because they can't prove it. That's what's going to happen. Scobie has now insisted that he wrote his book at lightning speed, despite first announcing in July of last year, of 2022, that he was working on a brand new book about the royal family. Several months later, so December of last year, 12 months ago, he announced the book's title, Endgame. The royal family put on a united front this week amidst the fallout from the race row by attending the Buckingham Palace Christmas diplomatic reception. That's a mouthful. The king is expected to consult with his son Prince William to discuss the controversy, with palace officials understood to be considering all options, including legal action. See, to me, that, considering all options, and then, you know, to me, if someone said, oh, I'm considering all options regarding if someone got me in trouble, I'd be like, yeah, that includes legal action. But with them saying, including legal action, it's like, oh, Scobie, I'd be looking over your shoulder, pal. The Sussex have not commented publicly on the row, but a source close to Meghan denied leaking the names. So the guy who wrote the book as well has refused to apologise to Charles and Kate for the embarrassing mishap, which resulted in the explosive book being hooked from the shelves in the Netherlands. To be honest with you, with him saying, I'm not going to apologise, he just wants to get more publicity for himself. That is exactly what the guy's doing. He just wants to make money out of this because, again, he's on every single TV show here in the UK talking about this, talking about the names. First of all, he says one thing, then he says another. Then he's talking about Piers Morgan. There's so much stuff going on with this, it's absolutely insane. The Under Fire author has shrugged off criticism, claiming the names were known for a long time, and instead put the blame at the Dutch publisher's door. Obviously, he's going to do that because now he's like, if I actually say it was me, this is going to be bad. But dude, people already know. The Times have shown the actual draft that was sent to the Dutch translator, which you wrote, included the names. So literally, all of this is his fault. It is this Scooby-Doo guy's fault. The author has said in interviews last week that he wondered why the Sussexes did not continue the discussion after Meghan accused an unnamed royal of expressing concern about her future son's skin colour in an Oprah chat in 2021. But, as you can see by here, it does go on, that he told how the row disappeared out of sight. It hasn't, because it's always been going on, despite the couple having a chance to say more in the Netflix documentary and Harry's memoir. But by here, Scooby-Doo has been widely described as Meghan's mouthpiece. Are they that close? Are they that close as friends? Because if he's coming out and people are saying that he's been widely described as her mouthpiece, then obviously he's like her right-hand guy. That's what that basically means. But neither her nor Prince Harry has so far spoken up in defense of the royals over highly damaging accusations of racism. The fallout from the book could have serious consequences for Harry and Meghan, as William is believed to want action. Determinedly, the royal family has adopted a business-as-usual stance, but the possibility of legal action remains. Going on from there just says that they haven't been invited to one of Harry's best friend's weddings, and he just goes on from there. But yeah, with this guy writing a book and then blaming the Dutch people who published the book, even though you wrote the book and you claimed that these two people, which you have to remember are some of the most powerfulest people in the world and can have you bumped off and no one will care, no one will look for you, you don't do this. You just don't. But as I've said, I'm neither for or against any of the royal family. To me, I just find this absolutely hysterical because there's more important things in the world. There's a lot more important things going on in the world than just, oh, my father-in-law said this about my grandson or whatever. But again, though, people who want to cause all this trouble and drama and everything else, they're the little tiny minority who seem to just get the most exposure. But that's what we got, guys. Let me know what you think about this down below. Hit the subscribe button, do all the likey buttons, and I'll see you very soon.